Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise to our poet, how about Shem Shai, how Shem Makapadash. Call her, how about Shem Shai, how Shem Makapadash. That's the nation Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Shai, in the name of the Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, Yahweh. So, like his true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all everybody who's out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to all that believe in this gospel. Shalom. Let's get a quick preset back to mind while thinking about this real quick. It's right now in Jamaica, you know, um, big news, and you all know this come out now, and as you can see this article from the Gleaner dated June 24th, 2024, the full year after it's Jacob's trouble, you know. It says wholeness vows to crack down on fake news, quote unquote, online. And we see these moves being made, and the elder, bring forth the remembrance. The theme for this year for the WEF, because believe it or not, Big Nose not really a working himself. You see me? These moves that he is making is actually not for the Jamaican government decide to do this or do that. No. This nigga is getting orders from the elites, from the powers that be. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. The Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Because we know the plan, we know the agenda. They share this video as well. Um, it's from T House, Rebuilding Trust, World Economic Forum Chairman on 2024 meeting. So I'm gonna play this video and
the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum is taking place at the beginning of the year, and in such a way it allows global decision makers to take the pulse of the state of the world, and to do so in a very integrated, holistic way, and afterwards also to look for common ground and, if possible, to find some solutions for the numerous problems we have today. Now, why did we choose the theme or the motto of rebuilding trust? If we compare the world today with the world before we had the COVID pandemics, we find a completely different mood. First,
yeah, I'm not play the whole video. Any day the world I find out about the bullshit on that out, that the people wake up and then plan to come down with the heavy hammer. Let's see. Um, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11. And I beheld the beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. That beast is referring to America. And he spake as a dragon. So them appear like as Chris said, though he go crouching, never trust an enemy. Right now, Big Nose, is an enemy of the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, plus Latinos. Let's put it out there. Um, which Jamaicans mainly are Benjamites of the nation of Israel. Let's see this real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Because even right now, this government, Iman Croft and all of them, they pushed the serpent juice. And can even talk about this instructive video. Is they pushed it on the so-called Jamaican people. Even me just come across a video, let's see if we can find the book. which your boy Crofton make a bold statement, yo. Mm, no, what should I say? Mm, Grace.
A young person made a post on social media that bordered on the
Here. And Jake a laugh, but the people stupid, people are foolish. They took the crosses, this devil. People got peace, got protest, say, oh, them not no water, they need water. And the boy I tell them, say, oh, better than go take serpent juice again, me can call the name, was share the video, and then they can get water. And water is essential to life, And, them voted for these clowns, basically make things, work for them, work on the behalf of them. And what them do, push this whole serpent juice thing, and look at it now, look how much information will come out. How deadly that was, too much people still sick because of that, But these are these leaders, wicked. So scripture say, which main enemy is the so-called white man. But these politicians and so forth, they work on behalf of these enemies. You see, Burger take picture with Kill Gates, it was a honorable moment for him, you know. Says though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou as white a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away, you know, because in idea we know these people, they're wicked, So the scripture say, when I go back to Revelation 13 and verse 11 once more, it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, a Democratic and Republican, in ancient Rome, it was the Fabians and the patricians, left right paradigm. Just in Jamaica, you have Labour and PNP, universal. It's just the trick, they might try to cheat you, right? Of you have democracy. So in the idea, you only have two parties, so you'll choose randomly, nigga. You know, to choose democracy. They much submit as well. Bullshit. Says, and he speak as a dragon because the moves what them make you is draconian. You see, you can get the word dragon here.
Strong's G 1404 Draco. Draco.
Yeah, this is actually deal with the animal but more figuratively. Yeah, it's after the devil, but not exactly. This is alright. This is dragon from etymology and conception of racist peoples. Serpent, don't want the actual animal, um, but it's a reason why them describe as you speak as a dragon, you know, it's a monster, jackal. It's actually using to describe Dracula. Uh, uh, so Even go back to law, draconian. The dragon it come from the draconian. Dracon, dracon. Basically consists of as well Draco. Recently, still about the dragon as well. It says the Draconian Constitution or Draco's Code was a written law code enforced by Dracos in Athens near the end of the 7th century BC. Its composition started around 621 BC. It is written in response to blah, blah, blah. Of laws are the application excessively harsh and severe. That's really what I wanted, just to get the point across. After with laws come from Sabrea as a legislator, but basically they have some severe laws, like for maybe theft, sentence is death, you know, like things like that. Right, and that's what it's coming down to in this world, yeah, right? When it says speak as a dragon, because what I'm going to do, well, the scripture going to state it, we're coming down to. So when you see these moves being made in like small island Jamaica, big nose has something very important. Um, either him or the woman, yeah, which woman I'm referring to, she, but I'm gonna play the video now later. So hold on. So back to the precept verse. I'm just read on verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, which is Rome, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, because Rome fell, and then you basically come back to the Renaissance, really. So I see a lot of things in America in a fashion of ancient Rome. Says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, in them bombs, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles through them technology, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, set up a system which had the wound by a sword and did live. Verse 15 is the point. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, right? So they come to life, right? Things are happening now, they're set up. And cause it as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So anybody who not submit to this new world order, this new way of living, going to be the point where if you don't accept this MOTB, this microchip, you're going to basically deem an enemy of the state, right? Because even this precept here got to fulfill. Revelation 20 and 4. So see moves basically being made. Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw the thrones, and they that sat on them, upon them, and the judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. So this is you know, some of the men then will basically get army what reign to the dead men, you know, of the elect. But basically they'll get put to death for resisting this world. It's gonna come down to that point here when once you start speak out, the scripture says, you that turn it from evil, make yourself a prey. Oh, that's what it's all coming down to. It says so. I'm sorry, Isaiah 59 verse 19, no, right, 14. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil made himself a prey on the Lord's side, and it is pleasing that there was no judgment. So it's coming down to people basically speak against a society and stand up for truth, will be deemed an enemy, as is written, have I become your enemy because I've told you the truth? Because the big nose are wicked, speak about the evil agendas that they actually do it. Oh, fake news, treason, blah, 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 shit. You be your best nigga, right? So that's why this cracker, this devil, them agenda right now for rebuild trust because they might get exposed, which through the spirit and power of abortion that's actually being done. These devils actually being exposed. So as is written, also in the prophecy, Revelation 12, verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know it he had but a short time. So not come to shut up everybody will try to come against the system. So I guess to get this article, boy big noise. Wow, no. So it says Prime Minister Andrew Holness is warning of future prosecutions, right? Future prosecution. What scriptures say as well? Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. I mean a mystical creature now. It's actually dealing with the legislator, or basically well Esau agenda, like a boy with the devil, yeah. Them is running the shows, pulling the strings behind the scenes. And then boy big nose just follow through. Like the clown he really is. Um so the scripture says, um fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, so the legislation going to cause us to be incarcerated due to we speaking against society and the wickedness of society. Says that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So it's all about unto death. You hold fast to faith unto death. But if you get locked up, Peter get locked up, Paul get locked up, Silas get locked up. You know, was it James them kill? Him get locked up and then kill him and then they happen to kill Peter next. So we expect these things to happen. Incarceration feels true, but that's good. Once you're basically being persecuted for righteousness' sake, that's good. So how about Shimon Shai gonna fight for us? So see these moves we make, big nose not beat off him one. It says the Prime Minister Johannes is warning of future prosecutions for trigger happy online warriors who continue to tarnish the reputations of Jamaicans, especially on popular social media platforms like YouTube, Push Show, and Big Noise, tarnish your reputation. You're a fucking devil. You have your father the devil, and less of your father you will do. You're nothing but a grimy ass, wicked ass politician, the most I can put to death. How about that? Just say the scripture. You can get a precept on that too. Buck up against this nigga. I try to nigga too. You're not even a nigga. You're an Edomite. Um, Jeremiah 5 verse 26, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. God, this legislation will push to a snare. To shut up people. Can't talk against you. That's why I believe you're a fucking Edomite, yo. Because of the Edomite alone, well, not only, but Edomite one of them chief trade, it's like they're like them gutter rats there, them the one bag of wickedness, you can't say nothing about it. You can't speak no farm. You can't criticize them. That's how you're behaving right now. Goddamn devil. It says, It says, for among my people are found wicked men like big nose. It says, they lay wait as he that sitteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Yeah, that about true. Nobody know politicians are the biggest lies on the face of the earth. It says, therefore, yeah, like the lie we tell. So see me can find it. See YouTube will allow me to find it. And so I'm really see we can find it. The boy big note say how at different points in state and
If you're running a small business, we can make it easy. Track your invoices, get paid fast. Manage your
live in a one bedroom boardhouse, grew up with great grandmother, single parent house,
Guy was born in a two-bedroom boardhouse at 56 Cumberland Road, a Spanish town, just down the road from the Grassyard Market. My father is still a farmer, and my mother is a retired civil servant.
how about that, you fucking man? Sorry for my French. Anyways, explain that big noise. Why not spread no false news for you? You just get caught in your lie. Let's see. Where was that? Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceits. You know, plan. Says, therefore, they have become great and waxing rich. They live up a big hill, live in an uptown, they're much in $1 million house. They are waxing fat, so you see my put away literally. We're really referring to them resources, They shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things, said the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests they rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will he do in the end thereof? Okay, how about Shemashai? I will judge you. So let's go back to the article real quick. Um, so here it says while speaking on Saturday during a Jamaica Labour Party JLP Youth Conference held Saturday at the Almond Tree Restaurant in St. Anne, Holness sent the warning to what he called the entire industry called fake news. Like Trump, fake news. We'll see how the move is actually being done universal indeed. It says, the prophets of doom, them speak about that as well. Trump says, and those trying to trick people to get power. It says, recently, I became aware of a situation where a young person made a post on social media that bordered on being defamatory, probably libelous. Big word. Containing or constituting of libel. Law, publish false statement that is damaging to one's personal reputation. All right, cool. That way, boy, I mean. It says the person was tracked and their identity discovered. Long and short, the person was put up to doing this by another political organization, and we've been tracking several such cases where you see some posts being made that the border of defamatory or libelous, bellows. And when you dig behind, which we have the capabilities to do, and to discover the people behind these accounts, they are young persons being recruited to do this, will they say. Um, think of a video.
this and allow it to go on. But the world in which we live in, the world has never had the capability, as it does now, to create and generate misinformation at a scale and speed that it influences people who are normally rational and reasonable. It is now at a point where even the green people who have gone to school,
So that can see we can get start over.
try to spread bad news. And where there is no bad news to spread, they create falsehoods. There was a time when we would have been silent about this and allow it to go on. But the world in which we live in, the world has never had the capability, as it does now, to create and generate misinformation at a scale and speed that it influences people who are normally rational and reasonable. It is now at a point where even the green people who have gone to school, studied in the highest institutions of the land, they are not able to discern the nonsense that comes to their phone. It's amazing. They don't know that there is an entire industry called fake news. An industry set up just to do that. They call it entertainment. And if you fall for it, then say, well, it's not my fault. You know, should I know better? But a lot of people don't know better. A lot of people stay home and they're on their phones or they're watching on their computers. Utter nonsense and rubbish. But they're not able to discern that is not so. Because as long as they see it on TV or it appears to them on their screen, they take it as fact. But that's not the world in which we live in. Unmoderated information is being presented.
Not the one I really wanted. But I do
People
have
who
this
don't
video.
have good news.
Shut up, man. See, I try to clear up shit.
The first one is to speak to issues related to misinformation and disinformation. There's a lot of talk about this area, and I think it's important that we clarify. The administration has always been and will always be deeply committed to protecting democracy in Jamaica. And we are deeply committed to protecting democracy from any threats that there are. And governments around the world are dealing with this issue of misinformation and disinformation, especially on social media. And we've seen it. We know what happens. Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth. And so we love the robust debate. And I say it all the time. It is important in a democracy that we can have dissent and that we can say, you're not doing good as a government. We don't like what you're doing, or you need to do this better. That's what a democracy is. And that's fine. And that's what we want to encourage, but not encouraging persons to post blatant lies online that then fuel a lot of.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole video because the thing is, what is truth? You know? I mean, like the thing them want to spread about the Crown Royal vaccine, isn't it? Is that truth? And then when we come out and say, hey, this is dangerous, don't take it, it can actually affect your health, that is fake news, that's lie, you know. So it all depends on what is truth. I know we can't depend on the government and these leaders to tell us what's truth. So if all shit actually come out and say, oh, he actually made up the whole uh, 6 feet distancing thing, you know, we're not surprised. We know they're the devil. This is Matthew 24, verse 9. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and he shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended. So when shit get real, when we start getting real persecution, we teach this truth, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another. So we'll sell out that take place, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So if a family no longer try keeping family, more try to distance themselves and sell you out. says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's it, It's all about endurance and the time that's we're heading into. And I'm literally just done watch a video with elder brother. Let's try again. You know, let me say how revisited dynamics of the truth will change. Look, I'm going to the next phase, No one can just, easily do videos and so forth, and upload. We can go in the streets and prophesy. So then very soon, there'll be restrictions and that. It was in Crown Royal, we have to come off our streets, but it was indoors. There'll be a next, stage. Right? And that's all prophecy at the end of the day. Allah's will endure through it all, and most ever rise, is I'm going to bring for this precept here. There's another section 8 I want to bring out Isaiah 59. Let's close with it. 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy, the big nose and in friend them, the elites, powers that be that rule this earth in darkness, shall come in like a flood when they move, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So it'll be divine intervention, is me. The right hand of a beast to the slaughter the left. Right. So that hope this is edifying went way longer than I thought. But hope it is edifying to you like out there. Giving our praise to our boy, how Bosh, Shy Bosh, Kakadash, the honors unto our elders and apostles of great millstone. And shalom to like shalom.